Hey, on the papers it says.
What is it? It's Labrador. Como la película de what's it called? Cheech and Chong. It's Labrador, man.
It's Labrador, man. What is this shit, man? I ain't smoked nothing like that before, man.
It's Labrador.
It's
mostly mad
Not a fruit that a lot of people see, not a very common thing. Definitely not going to see it at the shelves at Walmart or something like that. This is called a white zapote. This one in particular is a Redlands white zapote. That's the variety of the white zapote. Scientific name is Casimiroa edulis. Casimiroa edulis, which was named after a guy named Casimiro. So Casimiroa. And edulis in Latin means edible, right? Eatable. This is a tropical tree that grows in Mexico and in South America, Central and South America. So you're not going to find it growing in subtropical regions like here in Yuma or temperate areas. They need lots of heat. They need constant warm weather. They really don't like the cold. Not a fruit that a lot of people see, not a very common thing. Definitely not going to see it at the shelves at Walmart or something like that. This is called a white zapote. This one in particular is a Redlands white zapote. That's the variety of the white zapote. Scientific name is Casimiroa edulis. Casimiroa edulis, which was named after a guy named Casimiro. So Casimiroa. And edulis.
Yo, what up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Offbeat and Unfiltered. I'm your boy, Louis D. And today is a Taco Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday, everyone. Go out there and get some tacos. But also stay on that healthy shit, you know what I'm saying? Work out them tacos. But yeah, happy Taco Tuesday. Don't go to Taco Bell. If you want to lose weight the wrong way, go there. If you want to get the shits, But anyways, if you want to eat healthy, in this episode, we're going to go talk about some healthy shit, We're going to put you on game with, how to grow your own plants, your garden, and we're going to go deep into some plants, all right? So today, we have a special guest in the house, a good friend of mine. You guys know him. He's always tapped in. Great friend of mine, plant expert, firefighter, also former MMA fighter, still trained? Okay. We have Eric Mendivil. What's cracking, bro? Would you mind pulling that on up? Face the hat. Yeah, there we go. Can we say Joe Rogan?
Pull it closer to your face.
If you want to get that water real quick, bro. You
Ahí
can just pull it towards you.
Sas.
Joe, lay back. That's gonna pick up. That's gonna pick up pretty good right there. Yeah. How's it going, bro?
All good, man. How you doing?
Good, man. Good to see you, dude.
Good to see you.
It's been a while, man.
Dude.
It's been a long time, since I last, last saw you, bro.
It's good, man. It's good. You made an impact on my life and on my face last time we met.
Hey, man. You left me the homie mark right here, bro.
Neta, is that me?
No, that was a little homie mark.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
Hey, that was cool.
It was a good fight, man. It
was dope. Dude.
And it's awesome, funny, bro. That's how we met, right?
That's how we met, bro. Yes.
And I don't think we ever made like an official. Hey, my name's Eric. Hey, like we never met. It's like, hey, you ready? You ready? Let's get it on.
First of all, how the hell did we get into how the hell did they even match us up, bro? I think I was supposed to fight your cousin.
Who knows, man?
Or something like that,
maybe.
I believe, right? Or something like that. And from what I remember, to be honest, dude, fights, it's like you get some fights that stick to your head, and there's some fights that were just like a flash, bam, and they're out of your head, you try to remember what happened, but you don't really,
That's most of them, man.
Not most of them, though. Yeah. But there are some memorable ones that you do remember, and you know what? This was a good fucking fight, right?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
No, I gotta say, man, like most of the time, here's how it usually happen, right? It's like, hey, Eric, you want to fight this weekend? We need a 185. We need a 190 pounder. Yes, that's usually how what is it? A pichón, no? Like, hey, pichonear.
Yeah, the smoker fights. You know, the smoker fights.
Yeah.
They usually get like anybody that's available. Hey, you're available. What's your weight?
Let's go.
168.
Off the couch.
Oh, it's 168. Hey, close enough. Let's match them up.
Let's go. And I love that, man. I love that.
That was dope, dude.
Those were some good times. It's getting a little bit more official. You had Chance on the other day talking about the YFL. That was my last fight. YFL.
Shout out to Chance for
Shout out to Chance, man. Hey, YFL won. I had my last fight a couple years ago.
Just a little closer.
Yeah. I had my first fight a couple years ago. My last fight rather, a couple years ago, and it was the same thing, man. Hey, you down to fight this weekend? And they gave me a month this time though, and I wasn't ready. But hey, it's one of those things, man. That I love that sport, man. It's so crazy, you know. It's just real challenge to yourself, to your body, to your mind, all that stuff, man.
It was, bro. Especially right now, you said body, dude. I was getting ready for my last fight that I was in, my last MMA fight, dude, and I was doing the most simple workout. The homie and I were doing P90X, the cool down video, dude.
Yeah.
The cool down. It's like real simple, kind of like stretchy type of like, just cooling down type of work. And we're doing high knees, dude. And it wasn't even like fast. It was just like, trying to cool down. And all of a sudden I feel like the shock from my big toe all the way to my hip, and I fell on the ground, dude. I had to crawl, dude, pretty much.
Man. Yeah.
Because the homie was out for a run, and I was just left there doing the cool down, and yeah, dude, I had to fucking crawl to the fucking door. I was like, fuck,
dude.
I was like, yo, Johnny, help.
Dude, I hit 40 this year, man. And
for real?
Man,
bro, you don't even look fucking 40, dude.
Se me venció el warranty. I don't know, man. All of a sudden, this stuff starts falling apart for real, man. It's all right. But again, like you started this whole thing, you gotta stay healthy. You gotta make sure you take care of yourself for that long run, man. Especially when we're getting older, man. We gotta. Hey, we still gotta work out. We still got to go out, do our cardio, do our strength workouts. But now we got to stretch out a little bit more. We got to cut down on the sugars a little bit more. Cut down on the alcohols a little bit more, maybe. Yeah. But it's
for me, it's the sugars, bro. I love snacks, bro.
Man,
I fucking love snacks, pastries, and shit like that.
Sugar-free stuff, man. Sugar-free stuff, it's garbage, bro.
See.
Like I've been on some sugar-free stuff. Man, I need real sugar to be happy sometimes, bro. But anymore, you gotta la tienes que maliciar. You gotta kind of pick one thing, healthy or happiness. But just in general, right? In general, especially when we're kind of pushing. And I'm not old. I'm 40 now. I'm acting like I'm over the hill now, man. It's you just got to maintain a little bit.
I feel like once you hit 40 or shit, man, I think 38. Maybe for some fools, 35. I think it starts at 35 when your body really starts to show like little signs, small signs of like deteriorating, and you're like, "Fuck! I just went for a simple run, and now my whole body hurts." When back then it was just my feet or maybe my calves or something.
And you know what it is too, though, man. I was listening to this other guy the other day. 25 to 45, 35 to 45. Algo ahí por ahí. But it's the age where not just your body slows down, but your life slows down a little bit, So you can't go to the gym as often. You can't maintain as often. You can't just get up in the morning and go on a run. You have to kind of make sure that the kids eat in the morning. You got to make sure that the dog's fed. You got to make sure, you got to kiss your lady before you leave at work, It's so many other things that maybe your health kind of takes a little back seat for a little bit, And I don't think like I said, I don't think we're over the hill. I don't think it's that the body necessarily is deteriorating. I think it's just priorities, right? Priorities start taking hold, and we just gotta make sure everybody else is okay, maybe, So, pero de todos modos, my back hurts, my knees hurt,
dude. And you know what's something funny, dude? That when I started boxing, boxing it's way different, bro, than MMA.
Oh yeah.
And in the sense that your diet has to be way different.
Oh yeah, man.
Way different, and you have to be lighter. You can't have too much muscle.
Maintain that light.
And you have to maintain that light weight. So
light movements.
I did change my diet a little more. Like, I've never been a 6-pack type of person. Never, because I was 285 pounds at one point, and I never got to get that six pack, that chiseled body. You know, the most I ever, you know, I got down to 168. That was my peak right there. 168 fue lo más que bajé, güey.
I remember that way, dude. High school.
Y neta que, and I was still not, I still had that little, you know, extra skin, you know?
Yeah.
And I never wanted to go for that fucking surgery porque fuck's expensive. And,
yeah, man.
You know, I'm just gonna live with it, fuck it, you know? It's part of my life now.
Cool, man. Yeah.
So I did make the change to eating a little more healthier for that small period of time that I was doing boxing. So I started eating spinach, way. Spinach. I started like getting into like, even though it's bad, those green shakes que venden in the Walmart, those naked ones, even though they're bad, but I used to use it as a filler.
Yeah.
As a little small filler, like le ponía como tanto así nomás al shake, at the blender, and I'll add all the extra shit, pero es que le eché un puño de spinach.
Yeah.
And that bumped up the testosterone, bro.
Neta.
Tested high for testosterone.
Neta.
Por la spinach.
Yeah, man. No, and it's crazy how, like, the proteins and the calciums and all that stuff that these greens have, man. You think you know, testosterone in spinach, right? Like, dude, it's honestly about eating like good food and make sure that you got all those nutrients in you, man. It makes a difference, right? Pero ahorita lo que sí me pueden tarragar, what I can eat a lot of is like cabbage, bro. Cabbage. I remember,
cabbage is great, bro. I love cabbage.
I remember in high school. See, I've been wrestling since I was little. My Tío Pancho, shout out to my Tío Pancho. He's Coach Macias here in Yuma. That dude, he started me in Chain Gang when I was about 8 years old.
Shout out to Chain Gang.
Hey, Chain Gang, bro. He had us on diet since then, right? He taught us. I don't think he was super hard on us, but at the same time, he was super tough. You know, telegraph runs and tighten up the diets during you know, week before a tournament or something like that. And y desde entonces, right? Desde entonces. So I think, you know, it's the saying, once you wrestle, everything else is easy, right?
Just a little
igual
yeah, there we go.
Igual el wrestling and boxing. I started boxing in the military, actually. When I was in Germany,
nice.
My sergeant major, that dude was a boxing fan, dude. So he's the man in charge. He's like, "Hey, Mendivil, you're gonna start boxing." Y pues I voy, you know, let's go. My first match, I hadn't even trained or anything like that for boxing. I was just a scrapper, bro, doing friendlies in the ditches over here, you know. I see like high school, junior high,
or I mean the backyard.
Yeah, let's go, man. In the ditch
the homies,
behind the homies' house, you know?
Quick.
Let's go, ponte los guantes, bro, you know. And dude, I had no kind of form. Sergeant major like, hey, you're gonna box. One of my favorite fights ever, man. It was just fucking melee, bro. Fucking, you know, rock'em sock'em, bro. See, fun. It was just like such a fun fight, and I was hooked since, man. I was hooked since for boxing and y luego I came back to Yuma y pues ni se diga, MMA was kicking up. We had
and when was that, bro? When you came into Yuma and you started doing the MMA?
07.
07?
07.
Okay,
man.
cool.
I got back home y 07. Y pues it's around the same time that Desert Rage started.
Yeah.
Y pues again, hey Mendivil, hey Eric, are you down for a fight this weekend? Y órale, you know. Y pues it's not just me, como te digo, it's my Tío Pancho started us since we were young. It's my cousin Chepe, it's my cousin Danny.
Saludos to Chepe. What's up, Chepe?
I got cousins that are national champ wrestlers. I got cousins that are professional boxers in their youth. You know, like it's just a family of scrappers, man. Like we just it's a good time. You know, we don't do it in hate. We're the nicest people you ever meet, man. But it's just we
like to scrap. Yuma's a scrapper town with a lot of talent. Like I said, Yuma has a lot of talent. Bro.
Absolutely.
Not only in fighting, but in other you know, avenues too, like music and everything too. Yuma's so talented, bro.
Kind of
like I said, and
I was telling you before we started, like, thank you for the podcast, man.
No, thank you, bro. Thank you for coming today and tapping in all the time, you know.
I tell you, this is supposed to be about gardening, right? You know, but I'll be out in the garden, bro. I'll have the earbud in, and I'll just be kicking it with you guys, man.
Gracias,
you know,
bro. Gracias,
I know Jay. I
probably
met Jay when he was like in 8th grade or something, bro. Y desde entonces, I know Jay, I know you, and I feel like I know the other guys that are the regulars just from just sitting down and watching guys, man. And you guys are showcasing.
Bro. That's how I felt too when I first started listening to the podcast. Exactly,
it's a kickback,
what
bro.
you mentioned right now, bro. It's like I lost contact with a lot of people for 8 years. I erased my Facebook, everything, no contact with nobody, right? Just pure YouTube, man.
Yeah.
And I was in a relationship with that, blah blah blah. But the only thing I had was YouTube, and I used to listen just to Joe Rogan. But then he started having all these people on his podcast, and like they had podcasts, and then I started going through their podcast, and boom, 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 and I came across these cool ass homies from LA.
Mm-hmm.
Y que tan chiquito está el mundo, bro. Que their main host on the podcast, E-Zone, he lived here in Yuma for 5th grade. He went to Pecan Grove.
All right.
And one day he mentioned Yuma on this podcast. I'm like, what? He's like, I used to live in this little ass town, Yuma, for 5th grade, and I went to Pecan Grove, and then we moved to LA. And I made a comment real quick. Yo, I'm from Yuma, dog. I went to Pecan Grove this year. And this year, and he was like, what? And we just connected like that, bro. Sent him a message on Instagram, and we just connected, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like you are there with the homies, bro. Like you're there at the podcast. You feel like, and if you start listening to a podcast since day one, you relate to everything they're saying and everything.
Yeah, dude.
And when you pick up a podcast and like let's say they're already like episodes in and they talk about some other stuff, you're like, what are they talking about? So it makes you want to go back and listen to older episodes.
Yeah.
It's fun, bro. It is like being there with the homeboys and friends.
You got some big shot from LA that spent a little bit of time here in Yuma when he was little. Shouting at Yuma, bro.
Yeah.
Y luego, like you're saying, you got so much time. Y aquí you're highlighting not only the musicians, you got Jayon, you got literal artists and fashion and I've been keeping up, man.
Gracias, bro. Thank you.
And neta, like I'm telling you, I appreciate that because I love Yuma. I was born in Tucson, been here since day 2, bro.
Nice, Tucson. I like Tucson, bro. It's like I call it like the bigger Yuma.
Sure, yeah, man. Yeah. I see not too big. Phoenix is a little too big. LA is a little bit too big for me. Tucson and Yuma, real nice. Pero yo prefiero aquí, I prefer here Yuma, bro, like 100%. And it's so crazy how people are like, whether it's shopping or whether it's entertainment, whether it's whatever it is, there's not enough of it here for everybody for some reason. Bro, I just my daughter's getting into like acting and stuff.
Nice, cool.
She's super artistic young
back
lady.
Back in the day, there was an acting studio back here. You know where
they got plays going on right now, man. Did you know they got plays going on? They got plays. I see at the historic downtown.
Plays. Yeah.
And it's just they're putting on like classes for kids to go out and do the whole play thing and drama class and club and stuff like that. Pero that's one little thing. Yuma is just full of awesome things, man. You like the outdoors? There's outdoors. You like, art and music and whatever there is, man. It's just I think we kind of look down on ourselves for some reason, We're like, oh, that guy from LA, he's got a cool podcast. Yo, I listen to you guys here and I'm having a good time just being at the house, like I said, doing whatever I got to do. Hey, my lady's got to, she's coming home from work. I got to wash the dishes. I'm listening to the podcast, man. It's, and like you said, I relate with you guys. I love this podcast, how it overlaps with a lot of stuff, right? Like you guys had David on the other day. David Marchuk, shout out. That guy, genius when it comes to
with plants.
soil and plants and ecology of the soil and all that stuff. I love listening to that guy. And you guys have that guy on, man. It's like, hey, wait, did you guys make this podcast for me, bro? I'm just asking, Pero nah, man, it's good, man. MMA, entertainment, and everything about you, man. And I appreciate that, man.
Oh, well, thank you, man. Thank you for always tapping in, bro. And like I said, bro, it means a lot to us here on the podcast, and to have homies like yourself, bro, like tapping in and on the daily episodes, that we have every week, and it means a lot, bro. But people do want to know a little bit about yourself, background and stuff like that. That plan, by the way, looks real dope.
Yeah,
it looks real dope right now on the podcast. It looks like it sets off like a real nice
good lighting
environment and stuff.
Heck yeah, man.
Looks dope. It looks dope.
Mis ojos. I got the green eyes, the green shirt, the green.
But firefighter, former you did your military service, Army or Marines? Army. That's what's up, bro. Cool. And we met through MMA, and that was an awesome fight. And like you said, hats off to you, bro. You won. That was an awesome, dope fight, bro. Your wrestling was dope, dude. Your wrestling. Strong wrestling, dog. Strong wrestling. MMA, like I said, you got your main base, wrestling.
You're boxing though, man.
It was a good matchup, bro.
You guys were.
It was a good matchup.
Was it the Carlos Flores episode where I think Le Puse, we had our Max Holloway moment. Let me tell you something memorable. I remember you fucking teeing off on me like last 15 seconds, bro. Like you came out, and I don't know who was in your corner. Maybe Dano, maybe Carlos, maybe somebody was in your corner. And I remember them like, you gotta lay it all out right now. And you laid it out, bro, like on my face. Así. Y pues what was I to do? Like right there. I remember that moment.
Instinct.
And it was like
wrestler's instinct.
I started going too, man. And
it was great, dude. It was great, man. It was a good fight, bro. It was back and forth, and like I said, your wrestling, it was good. Overpowered the boxing and everything, and that's how it is, bro. In a fight, you never know how it's gonna go.
Yeah,
it's gonna, it could either go one way and just stay stand up and stand up, or it could go the other way and just be on the ground the whole fight. And it was dope. But like I said, it was back and forth, and it was dope, dude.
And I think great. that's why my bias, my Tio Pancho, but then you got the Chance Ferrars and Coach Johnsons from Old Yuma High. You got Pepe Moreno down in Somerton. You got all these amazing wrestling coaches building that base. And you see a lot of these guys that make it out of Yuma. A huge fan, like again, man, like per capita, I can't imagine we're not one of the highest producers of professional fighters in the country. It's got to be, man, because the size of Yuma and the amount of talent that comes out of here, man. As far as MMA goes, as far as the UFC goes, as far as MMA goes, there's a bunch of guys that are in the lower,
a Yuma guy made it all the way to the top, champion.
Yeah, man.
Cain Velasquez.
Amazing, man. Amazing. So
dope.
Per capita, I'm telling you, I would love somebody to crunch numbers and be like, per population and the amount of top-rated talent that's out in the world, I can't imagine we're very low on that list, man. Maybe like a town of two, has a 50% because they had one guy. I don't know, but as far as like the percentage of fighters that are from Yuma has got to be high, man. And I truly believe it's those youth programs that like you said, that wrestling base. It's just
that's your main base right there, bro. Man. Wrestling,
and it's not just the skill, it's the grit. You get these young people, young ladies. My sister was a wrestler.
My sister too. Yeah.
Let's go, bro.
She got a scholarship to Ohio, dude.
That's cool. You were saying that, man.
Yeah, and the academic part.
My sister, I did discover boys, and that was it. She didn't get a scholarship, But nah, she's to this day.
My sister slammed fucking boys on the ground.
Let's go, neta, bro. To this day, I remember Carlos. We took advantage of the no bully zone when he had his gym out.
That was a good program. Yeah,
and we had our kids. My sister and I had our kids in that wrestling program. And I go to do a double on her, and she's sprawled and she crossface. But to the point that young ladies in the sport, just there's so many opportunities for young people here in Yuma to take advantage of in wrestling, and then that takes you everywhere. Like I said at the beginning right here, once you wrestle, everything else is easy. Truly, man. The grit that it takes, and these young people who put their time and effort into that sport, man, it sets you up for success in anything else, man. You wanna be the best chef in the world. That wrestling mentality is gonna get you there, man. 100%.
That's true, bro. That's always the wrestler's mentality. Is always one of the strongest mentality. I mean, if any out there, you're listening to right now, and you're still like in high school or something, or and you're doing wrestling, stick with wrestling, and you already know the mindset that you build while doing wrestling. So that's the main foundation of MMA. If anybody still wants to do out there MMA and wants to get into MMA, learn wrestling first. The grappling, always learn that first.
Yep.
Yeah. You get wrestlers that go into the jiu-jitsu and they might not know anything. My brother, like I said, bunch of badasses. Everybody's badder asses than me in my family, man. It's crazy, just a bunch of monsters. My brother was a regional champ, second in state.
Nice.
Este vato, but he was just this scary dude, man. He wasn't afraid of nobody. I lost my train of thought there. Anyways, I'm just shouting out to all my family.
Shout out to all the fam, bro.
But this guy took wrestling, and it's just it guys, a lightweight, 119 pounds in his senior year, adult ass grown man. He had no fear of anybody, man. Just like Rocky Point, this guy puts on hey, put the gloves on. I remember this big old dude saw my brother. Hey, I'll put the gloves on against that guy. Hey, worst mistake he made, man, because it was that wrestler mentality of just go till it's just there was no way that guy had a chance, man. Big old white dude, just looked like Johnny Bravo, bro. Así se miraba, así bien calote. And my brother, 5'4", 130 pounds at the time, put him on his ass, man. It's impressive. And again, it's that the wrestler mentality. But even then, anything, if you kind of say maybe I'm not cut out for wrestling, anybody listening kind of understand what we're saying, though, right? It's that grit, it's that putting your dedication, putting everything into whatever you're doing, and call it the wrestler mentality. I don't care if you're a crocheter, I don't care if you're whatever it is, man. Like if you just put and it's not easy. It's never easy, and that's why it's called grit. That's why not everybody does wrestling, right? But you do that, you kind of understand that wrestling mentality, and it'll get you anywhere, man. It'll get you anywhere through anything. Everything else is easy.
And now, did you apply that type of mentality, bro, going into your firefighter career?
Everything, man.
For the academy? Because the academy, from what I hear, it's tough, bro.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's different from like going to a corrections academy or going to police or sheriff's academy, right?
So I'll even give you boot camp for the Army, right? You go, and I don't think they call it smoking when they get out, we're gonna smoke you. Mm-hmm. And it's basically what you see in the movies where you're doing push-ups for hours. It's called the smoking. That was wrestling practice, bro. That was whatever. Hey, and everybody's crying. Everybody, and not to say that. Hey, my respects for anybody who served. But it was tough. It was tough for most people. I'm blowing a little bit of smoke up my ass, but I feel that.
I respect, bro, to everybody that served.
That mentality definitely helped me out in that. And then the fire academies. I mean, it was the same thing, right? It was the same thing, mentally and physically demanding. But that's what wrestling is, right? That's what boot camp was. That's what wrestling was. And then it's a respect for the people who are teaching you things, right? You better pay attention when I'm telling you. You got coach, got you pinned,
mm-hmm.
poking you in the head. You like this position? Hey, tell me how many towels, ceiling towels there is. And you're like counting them. Yeah, get used to that. If you want to be on your back, get used to that. So you develop a certain respect for the people who are teaching you, right? And that translates to your drill sergeant in the Army, your instructors in the fire academy, your boss at work. Maybe he's not the nicest guy, but he's there to teach you something, right? It translates to everything, man. Truly it does.
Wow, man.
Heck yeah, man.
What was So through your firefighter career, bro, what has been one of the most challenging calls you've had, bro? Like that still to this day, you're like, man, this one was a tough one, dog. Like, este se me sacó el pinche sudor. I sweat him. This was broke crazy sweat on this one. Like mentally challenged,
yeah,
physically challenged. Everything.
Yeah, man. Anything to do around this time of the year, man? We have had some crazy fires, man. Middle of the day, middle of the city, you're on the asphalt and you're and it's defensive. There's no way that you're gonna get into this building because the whole thing is super involved. And I'm thinking of a few, but just the feeling of being on asphalt. So asphalt in itself is like 250 degrees. Like if you were to middle of the day, middle of the summer, 250 degrees more or less. Inside, your turnouts is what our uniform, our personal protective equipment is called. That could be 70 pounds of protective equipment that is supposed to keep the heat out, but it also keeps the heat in. So you're imagine like a sauna suit for losing weight or something like that, except a little bit thicker, a little bit heavier, a lot heavier maybe. And you got your air tank on, you got the mask on, you got the helmet on, you're holding 50 pounds of water squirting out of a water hose.
Wow.
And it's 15 degrees outside. And then you got a fire coming up. Hey, I'm saying this to kind of paint this picture.
Yeah, I mean, I'm imagining that picture in my head right now.
It's uncomfortable, and it's awesome though. I love that feeling. I'm thinking of the one right now, and it's so. I'm gonna take you there where I'm on this defensive line. It's 2.5-inch hose, right? So about that big. It's heavy. It pushes you back. It's one of those, right? And I got my buddy behind me, and we've both been there for about half an hour, 45 minutes in these conditions that I just described, right? I'm squirting water into this building, full defensive. It's blowing, it's going. And then I'm like, hey, dude, I think I'm getting a little dizzy, man. I might need, we call it rehab, right? Rehabilitation. We go in, we take our uniforms off. We got this little trailer that cools us down. And he's like, yeah, me too, man. And then he stands up, hey, Eric needs rehab. Like calling me out, right? Hey, that dude was as tired as I was. But we're just so proud. We want to be there. We want to be doing these activities in these crazy conditions. But we're just so proud. We like, hey, like I wasn't tired, I like if I wouldn't have whispered that to him, which I needed to, we would have been there for another hour, right? But it's as difficult as these calls are. That's what we train for. That's what we wait for. I don't want it to come out as if we want people's houses to burn.
Right.
We don't. We want to make sure that everybody comes out. We're truly, man. Like this isn't like a look at the small print. I'm not trying to like hype ourselves up. But truly, we want to make sure we're public servants. We want to make sure that the public is safe and that people's property is preserved. Like I said, we got to make sure that people are safe and that property is safe. That's our job, right? But at the same time, let me go back. You want lazy firefighters. You want lazy police officers. If they're at the station just hanging out all day, that means that the community is safe.
It's good,
right? Truly, like everybody's like, oh, you guys just sit at the station. You want us sitting at the station, right? Because if we're out there using our skills, and I say that al chile, like I'm being honest. If we're using our skills, it's probably somebody's worst day. But if I can use my skills to make somebody's day even a little bit better, even if it is 250 degrees on the asphalt, 150 degrees in the air, probably the same inside my suit. My internal temperature's probably, at dangerous levels, 105 degrees.
You feel like I mean, you're used to the equipment already, but at first did you feel like
claustrophobic,
like
claustrophobia,
you just
man.
want to get it off and like
even to this day, there's certain days that all of a sudden that it'll hit you, but it's your training, it's the experience, it's all that, it's the thought that you need this equipment to make sure that you make it home to your kids. Hey, I'll take that claustrophobia, That's cool. Let's go, Pero, yeah, maybe it wasn't a time, but it's a general, like, that's probably the least comfortable, the most challenging. Truly, that's probably it. And Yuma is not a friendly place for firefighters when it comes to that stuff. Like other places have ice and snow where they have to like use their axes to pick at the hoses and stuff because they're stuck to the ice. Cool, that's challenging. They can keep that, I don't want that. But at the same time, like man, Yuma as a firefighter in the middle of summer in some of these fires, man, it is a challenge, man. But I love it. Don't get it twisted.
And have you guys
I love it, man.
like for instance, you know, California, there's a lot of crazy wildfires out there.
Yeah.
Do you guys go assist, like let's say from here to out there in California or
man.
to other places that
I've
need
been
assistance?
I've been to 3. I've been to 2 full. We can't. City of Yuma has a. And by the way, I'm not representing City of Yuma. I'm just telling you as a public servant, you know, kind of informing the public too, you know. But we have a mutual aid assignment with California, and we'll send out sort of for. We don't have the equipment to be out like on the brush fires, but we have the personnel that are trained to do that. So we'll go out and they'll just put us on the line. We'll be raking and we'll be doing all that stuff. And this is weeks at a time, right? So we'll be out there doing all that stuff too, man.
And there's a lot of people that, for instance, for those fires out there in Cali.
Oh yeah, man.
There's even people from Mexico that come over, like from
100%.
Tijuana, to assist. That I've seen that,
man.
you know.
Yeah.
One of the wildfires they had out there. I saw people from Tijuana,
Dude,
being out there.
International, national. You got people from Alaska, Hawaii, Mexico. Everybody comes up, and it's these are giant fires, man. Like I was just explaining about one house fire. You got these places where there's thousands of houses on fire, millions of acres on fire. That's a lot of fire, man. You know, it's a lot of fire. You know, it's I think it's natural. Me personally, this is my personal opinion. I think wildland fire are natural. That's how, you know, you got get into the ecology, get into the plants of it. You have plants that need fire in order to germinate, right? That seed will drop, and unless the heat and the chemistry of the soil is affected by the wildland fire, that plant will not germinate. So what does that tell me? That tells me that those fires need to happen, right? Unfortunately, we might be adding to those fuels by shutting them off too quick in certain areas and maybe not controlling the fires very well. And then we're building a house right in the middle of that, you know. So now we have to protect the house, right? Now we need to protect the people and the properties and stuff. And it's this balance of just being human, right? And being building out where there's beautiful things, but at the same time, it's these fires have been happening way before we were ever building those houses on those hills, you know. And I think they need to happen. There's cool there's this cool little, what was it called, man? It was like a kestrel bird or something like that. It's like a little hawk, and this guy will spot headers. A header is like the big plume of smoke that you'll see, and they'll go out and you'll see these guys like flocking to the fires. And what is those little hawks doing? They're waiting on a little branch for the rats and the mice and everything to come out and just picking them off, right? Those little critters are leaving the fire, and this little bird is adapted. It has adapted its behaviors to work with these fires over who knows how many thousands of years they've been doing this. So fires are natural. I think it's just we got to be able to live with them, you know, and build around them and all that stuff, you know. But at the same time, like I said before, people and property, right? It's my job to make sure that people are safe, and if we got to go out there and make sure that they're safe, let's go, and we'll be in that heat. We'll be in those fires. So heck yeah, man.
And I remember from when I used to work at the prison, there used to be the wildfire crew.
Yeah.
Wildfire crew.
Yeah.
And they used to there was a crew that used to go out there
They'll
and assist, you know. And
the AWC Academy works with them, and the crew boss will come out and they'll do training, and a lot of these the guys that are in there that are on these teams, they'll come out and they'll teach us how to do these wildland fire assignments. It's a lot of manual labor, man, and they're really good at it. They want to get out, you know, and they want to come out and hang out and eat some good food, you know, and you know, it sucks because they're not getting paid for shit.
Yeah,
but you know, it's almost for good behavior, right? So
yeah, and from what from chopping it up with some of these guys in there, and they used to come back and everything. They're like, you know what? I wish I would have done this, like, instead of running the streets and instead of doing this and that. He's like, but and being around the people or the situations, stuff like that, sometimes make the wrong choices, but that, like, for instance, this dude that I'm telling you about, he was happy. He was happy to go, and he's like, even though I'm not getting paid, it feels good, dog. It feels good to go out there and learn something new, especially like something I wish I would have done, instead of being in here. But once I come out with a lot of knowledge. I learned a lot, man. from
100%.
From being a volunteer and doing this and that.
And they, a lot of them might even jump into a career, right? There's departments that hire.
Can you? I mean,
yeah. They have their
they have their felons, they
have their fire certifications when they come out. They have all that stuff. So absolutely, man. I've met some guys that will get on a. It's difficult depending on what they did before, what they did to get in there.
Yeah.
But if it was like unpaid parking tickets, absolutely they're getting on a line, But
something like non-violent,
definitely
stuff like that.
But the correctional facilities, they'll provide in that training and they'll be certified and all that stuff. So love working with those guys. They work hard, man. They work.
See, there is parts. I mean, there is programs in there that are good for like a rehab type of programs. Like they have the dudes that go out to the Humane Society and they're assigned a dog or a cat, and they take care of the cat until they get adopted, and they completely take care of that the dogs, everything around the facility too.
Yeah, man.
Also.
Yeah. And
it's good for these people to learn.
And I'd say you were there. I'd say most guys that are in there, man, are normal dudes that made a few bad decisions, right? Ain't no reason why they shouldn't be out here actually doing something and kind of, man, imagine having that job, bro, going out and taking care of a dog. That's got to be rewarding, man. It's awesome. It's fucking beautiful, man. Like this animal that otherwise otherwise it would have been put down or something like that. And this dude that might have made a few mistakes is now kind of making his life better, making the life of the animal better. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Yeah,
ain't no reason that
they get attached to the animal and they'll keep that animal alive and they won't put them down because somebody's taking care of that animal until it gets adopted. Let's go. Let's go, man. So going into the plants, bro, because that's a dope plant. I don't know what that is. It looks like a banana plant. Is it?
You got it, man.
Nice.
You got it.
Heck yeah. That's what's up. From the tamale. Those tamales de Oaxaca. And
the Central American.
Guatemala and all that.
Yeah.
I recognize the leaf. Yeah, for sure. That's a dope ass plant, bro. So how did you get into gardening?
Day one, bro. Day one. There's pictures of me at Nana's house on the little swing, that little automatic electric swing.
And nanas and grandmas out there, because they always had like the dopest plants.
Yeah, man.
Garden, it was like a zen, like
so. Check it out. I think as most of us might be first generation Americans here, immigrant families, we all have that nana, bro. And I say we all have that nana. I bet you there's white dudes and black dudes that have their mimas and their aunties and stuff like that, and all of them have this knowledge from 100 years ago, bro. And we're just kind of missing out on it a little bit. You're asking me how I got into it. I am fortunate enough. I was blessed to have lived next to my nana, and she raised us. Day two, I'm in the garden. I'm on that little swing, that automatic. Got pictures, and since then, Nana had me as her little garden hand. She raised chickens. I knew where my food was coming from. You're hungry, go get some eggs.
Yeah, I agree.
Raise your chicken. Le toca matar tu chicken, pa. I didn't want to kill the chicken, but I knew where my food came from. So the blessing that it was to grow up with someone with that knowledge, that experience that they share with you, man. There's nothing that can replace that.
And they were teaching you to eat healthy, bro.
Yeah.
They were teaching you to grow your own food and
100%, man.
Eat your own, like you said, chickens or animals or goats.
Hierbitas, I remember getting scrapes. My nana had hierba del manso. I have hierba del manso at the house, and this I got a kind of linking story. I take this patient to the hospital, they have sores everywhere. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna no HIPAA stuff here. I'm not gonna say any names or anything like that. But this person had some hierba del manso on one of their wounds. Doctor pulls off the leaf, and she's like, "What is this?" The wound had no infections on it. He had infections in other places. The wound that the hierba del manso was on had no infections, man. She was so impressed, and she was like, "I need to know about this plant." As a doctor, right? She's like, "This is impressive." You go in and you realize that this plant has antiseptic properties. It's good for your stomach as a tea. It's good for your skin. It's good, and that's the kind of knowledge that I'm saying that gets lost a lot of times when we immigrate. We lose a little plant reference here, pun intended, but we lose our roots, bro. And in losing those roots, it's so many things, man. Just how it sounds silly, man, but the chicken shit makes the plants greener. Like how do you plant plants, guys? Oh, you go to the store and you buy some soil. You put the plant in the soil, but you don't realize like that there's things in the soil, there's things that the animals are producing, there's so many other things that Nana showed you without you understanding it, and all of a sudden it's like you just know these things, right? You understand how all these things kind of work together.
Son medicinas ancestrales, bro. Like ancestral medicine, bro. Yeah. Like these plants, like our grandmas or great grandmas, and they get this knowledge passed down from like generations and generations. It takes you all the way back to like Aztec days, bro.
Las tierras where they grew up.
Like, how the hell did they come across this plant? Usa esta planta. Use this plant. It's gonna heal you. Yeah. Or for instance, like and they still do it to this day. Like the dudes out there, like in Peru or Colombia, like the jungle people out there, like they're still like native to that land, que todavía andan así como like as a native community. These fools will chew on a cocoa leaf to get like energy. Like that's like the cafecito, like chewing on.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And then they're like, a sick one, but not really in a sick one, pero
check this one out.
It's like cocoa leaf, and that's their energy boost.
I'm listening to this thing. Oh, I read this thing. Believe it or not, I can read. I'm dyslexic, but I try really hard. But I'm reading this thing about how I think it was Mayas, it might have been the Aztecs, but it was a Mesoamerican medicine, right? Where they found a tooth, and it was they had actual tooth work done. They used herbs and spices and all kinds of stuff as an adhesive, and they had filed down jade to do some dental work. While, mind you, the rest of the world was dying of dental diseases, right? You had Mesoamerican peoples having the knowledge and the experience of dental work. That's super impressive, man. It's crazy.
Like for instance, like el clavo, like clove.
Oh yeah, man.
They say, "Oh, my tooth hurts. Ponte un clavo, put a clove in there." A little bit of
numbing in there.
And right now, going back to like when we're talking about like grannies and stuff like that, or grandmas, la sábila, güey.
La sábila.
Aloe vera.
Para todo.
I got a bite. Ponte aloe vera. ¿Sabes qué? Córtame. They'll send you outside with the knife and everything. I still remember like my grandma sending me outside. Cut me a little hojita de sábila. Cut me a little leaf of sábila, aloe vera. Oh, yeah. And they'll cut the middle. And they'll slice it in half and put it on the comal, heat it up a little bit, and then they'll put it on whatever you had.
And then check this out. So I'm growing sábila at the house. My boy, like if you see, I'm not the darkest dude, but my son está albino el compa, bro. I'm sorry, man. Dude, this guy, he tans pretty good, but he's super light skinned, blue eyed kid. I swear we're Mexican, but the kid he's a Miklo, bro. And this dude gets sunburnt, right? This kid goes out, grabs some sábila, puts it in the blender, makes some cremita, bro. Like that ancestral information that's continually getting passed down, dude. So why do I garden? Because it's in my family line. I'm getting that information directly from the source, and then I'm able to share that with my kids, man. I'm getting chills right now.
It's something dope,
bro. Yeah,
you know,
I love it, man. It's crazy.
something dope, like to get passed down to like generations and generations. You gotta have a green thumb, like a good green thumb, to grow a plant. Because I mean, I've never tried growing everything. The most I ever tried growing was a weed plant.
Yeah.
And if that shit ended up being a male plant, I was all fucking happy because that shit was like this tall. I was like,
Hey,
fuck I got a weed plant, you know?
How'd you know it was a male plant, bro?
And then I started seeing these little bolitas, and they're
las
like,
bolitas.
las pinche bolitas, and they call them like the, oh fuck, they're like, oh, that shit has balls.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
it's a male
yeah,
plant.
it's a male plant.
Fuck. And then I got one of them little seeds. I tried to bust it, and I was like, oh shit, it's nothing but white powder in there.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
fuck.
Yeah.
So I had to kill it, you know.
Hey, I had to
cut
kill
it
it
down.
I had to kill it.
I tried. I wish I could have, but nah,
Yeah,
man. But
man. Yeah.
that's the most I've ever grown. And
Yeah.
you know what? During the COVID lockdown, you know, you started getting ideas. Se te metía todo tipo de idea. You know, got all kinds of ideas. So I started coming across pallets, bro. Pallets. And what can you do with pallets? Like,
Everything.
do it yourself this with pallets, you know? And
Yeah.
I came across, like, people were doing dope ass, like,
Planters.
raised up gardens.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do outside. I have, like, this
Let's go,
nasty
bro.
ass bush.
Let's go.
And I have this big ass fucking pallet at work that I'm gonna bring by, and it's like a double pallet. And what I want to do is, I want to put like a trash bag in there, like a plastic, right?
Yeah.
And lay out the soil real nice in there, and make like a small little garden. Just grow something out there. Like
Yeah.
that's dope. Like
Y te voy a pelear ahorita, bro. Not physically because you beat me up. Pero
Nah.
like the term green thumb, right? I think I have a predisposition, like we said. You know, I think I have the blessing of having that experience, but I think it's our priorities. Like we started this, you know what? You know, our physical, you know, well-being kind of takes a back seat to our kids and our work life and all that stuff. Unfortunately, you know, this is a hobby that takes a little bit of time and dedication and all that stuff, and it's the priority, man. I think and I'm not saying it's easy, but it's truly a priority, right? Man, I kill all the if you're gonna say, oh man, I kill so many plants. Yo, Sasuke, bro, you know the secret of not killing any plants is just not telling people that you kill the plants. Yo, I've killed so many plants. Yo, that green thumb, I've probably killed, you know, 30% of the plants that I've tried to grow, and it's not because I'm a black thumb, but it's because I put the priority. That's my hobby. That's my zen. That's what I love doing. And in learning how to do it, it's been trial and error, right? It's figuring out that maybe the pallets wasn't the best idea. Maybe the plastic wasn't the best idea. Maybe this soil wasn't the right soil for those specific plants. And it's that continual sort of prioritization of the project, right? That's all it is. And understanding, giving yourself some grace, right? If you're a black thumb because you killed a bunch of plants, I got black pointers and indexes and pinkies, bro. I've killed so many plants, but it's a persistence of taking each one of those dead plants and using it as a learning experience. You
like
know,
learning the chemistry of the soil, like what went
100%.
wrong with this plant.
And the plant will tell you the chemistry, right? You don't have to get in there with the Dopplers.
You can just take a picture, bro, and the
Ahorita
picture
con los
Google
apps.
now AI and everything
Try
it
it.
just will
Yeah.
tell you. Sabes que it needs this nutrient, needs
Yeah.
this and that. And back then, my grandma used to put eggshells
Yeah.
in the soil.
Yeah.
And what are
Calcium.
these little eggshells for? And she'll
So-
have me like right there cracking the little eggs.
So
and
calcium. So check it out. It's one source. There's also like chop and drop, like a lot of weeds. If you chop them down, dry them up, it's the same amount of calcium as eggshells, right? But for example, tomatoes need a lot of calcium. It's one of the things that people start with to learn how to grow things. People want like their salsa garden. Imagínate,
They want the
the
chile and
most
everything.
beautiful
Yeah.
thing, bro. The most beautiful thing is to be able to go out, pick the vegetables, and make yourself a salsita. Put it on your tacos, bro. Oof. It's amazing, bro. It truly is. And I think starting there with like that it's almost like an emotional connection. It's you grew the thing with your hands and now you're feeding your family with it. Oh, dude, it's amazing, right? But tomatoes need a lot of calcium. Did you know that? Maybe not. The first year you didn't put tomatoes on it, they got a little bit of burnt or whatever. The next year you put a little bit of calcium. You did your eggshells things. You went out, you bought some tomato feed, specifically for that. Or you talk to David Marchuk. He got you some soil specifically that he's like, Sasuke, try this one right here, for real. And you learn, right? You learn that tomatoes are the easiest plant if you give them what they need. Let me give it to you this way, since we're getting into the plants right now, right? So watch out, you see how it get. Yeah, it's a
Get pumped up real quick.
Let's go, bro. Let's go. MMA, acá, plants,
Get into the Mr. Miyagi mode real quick.
Let's go, bro. So you don't grow plants, right? Let's start there. This plant right here, right? Banana plant, you nailed it, bro. This one right here is a truly tiny, right? So if I was to grow a banana plant, I need to know what this plant needs, right? This plant obviously is going to need the soil, it's going to need water, it's going to need fresh air, it's going to need sunlight. But this plant in particular, you're thinking of a banana plant, is going to grow 20 feet tall. Nah, this one in particular is going to grow 3 feet tall. But I know this because I did a little bit of research. And now that I know this plant, now I can give it a home. Now I could kind of develop the soil, develop the environment. Banana plants have these big leaves. They're solar panels. They need the sunshine. They want all the sunshine possible. They do sweat a lot, so they're going to need some humidity, right? And then the soil, right? You don't grow plants, you feed the soil. Right there. If you start from right there, giving that plant the home that it needs, and understanding that this is not going to be a 20-foot plant. You're expecting a 20-foot plant. It's not going to be the one. But given in its right location and its right, big word, microclimate, right? That's, you got your climate. We live in Arizona, the desert. But the microclimate in that little corner of the house where you're going to put this guy might be a little bit more humid, might be a little bit cooler, whatever. And developing that microclimate for that plant, giving your plant a home like that, providing the right soil, the right nutrients, all that stuff, it's going to do the job. The plant's going to grow on itself by itself. Giving it that home is key, right? And that's going to be the same for your tomatoes. That's going to be the same for your jalapenos. That's going to be the same for your salad greens, anything like that, man.
And one of my good friends out there, saludos al Gavilán, mi amigo Ramiro, homie Ramiro. He lives out there in County 18. He was my next door neighbor, and he grew a dope. I mean, he built a dope ass greenhouse, and the first what the intention was is 2 big ass greenhouses, bro, like huge.
Yeah.
And the intention was to like grow some herb in there,
Let's go.
And that failed, like the herb wasn't it. So they started growing like tomatoes y todo el desmadre.
Yeah.
Watch out, look at that, bro.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, Ramiro. Yeah, no.
You know Ramiro?
I don't know him. I never met him.
Yeah.
Pero I follow this guy on the Facebooks, man. Yeah, 100%. Tienen los perros, tienen las
Yeah, in
gallinas.
his garden, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, his
beautiful,
greenhouses
man.
are
Beautiful.
dope, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
that's from his greenhouse.
That's
right
a
there,
dream
tomatoes.
right there, man. That's a dream right there.
It's beautiful,
right
man.
now. I'm believe it or not, like a lot of people are surprised that I'm on a regular ass house, see a regular backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Pero los tengo retupido. I got the high density planting because I want to grow a lot of stuff in a little space. But imagine having...
And us being Mexican, bro, like...
having a lot of space like that,
We always gotta
man.
have a chile plant, bro.
100%. You gotta have the chile plant, bro.
Jalapenos, los chilitos, chile tepin, or whatever they're called, pekin, or
Yeah, man.
those tiny little ones. And I remember always working at the field. Siempre vi un señor que regalaba like those chilitos, the tiny little pekins, or how do you call them? Pekins.
Chiltepín.
Chile tepin, yeah, those tiny little ones. Y dice, mira, eran esos chiles de la casa, de mis plantas de los chiles. And he was always giving out little chiles or jalapenos and shit.
Yeah.
As Mexicans, we always gotta have
Yo, okay, can I segue? That brings me to a good segue. You ready?
Dale.
So, it's a gardening thing. I can't just tell people that I garden, right? I gotta show that I garden.
Gotta show the tools and everything. Gotta show the goods, bro. Hell yeah. What you got right there, man?
This is the products, man. This is the fruits, literal fruits of my labor. Watch out.
You know, one of my favorite, I guess you can call it fruit or, oh shit. ¿Qué es esto?
Son chiltepines, bro.
Oh, damn.
That's that segue right there, bro.
Look at that, guys.
Full disclosure, these are actually my dad's, right? My dad grows these chiles. My dad grows these chiles, and they're not chiltepines, but man,
They hurt, bro. They're painful.
Con esos te arde el chiquito. Yo, fish.
Some fire por allá, güey.
But
That's some damn, dude. They smell dang.
I'm gonna leave all this shit here if you wanna try it later, bro. But with that little thing, like it's not just the stuff like the salsas and stuff like that, right? Another recommendation that I got for people if they want to get into gardening and they want to make it exciting, right, is grow things that you're not gonna grow that you're not gonna be able to buy at Walmart for like pennies on the dollar.
Like that one plant, that zapote, or what is it called?
Yeah.
What is that, bro? Tell us about that. That looks really dope.
So the zapote is a tropical tree that grows in Mexico and Central South America and all that. And it's such a common tree. Like back to the ancestry, my nana's mom had that tree in the middle of their yard, and my mom had these memories. And then I see this tree, and I'm like, "Hey, mom, I got that tree." And she's like, "Oh man, I haven't had that zapote since I was little," you know. And they remember that plant, like throwing down fruit a lo menso, right? There was fruit everywhere, and now, like, I was able to share that with my mom that from her childhood, right? Like, check this out, mom. It's man, we missed the window because it was raining zapotes a couple weeks ago, man, and it's crazy because, like, if you like mangoes. You like mangoes?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yo, it's the best mango you've ever had, bro. Like, it's so crazy.
So it's a sweet mango type of fruit?
Imagine the texture of banana, but with mango flavor.
Damn.
But
dude.
check this out. So in the Aztec language, it means sleepy, squishy fruit. And why is that? Because they would use the seeds to sedate either their enemies or wildlife or you know, whatever, and they would use the seeds. But that's also kind of in the fruit too. So here I am eating all these zapotes, bro, and all of a sudden, man, I'm fucking sleepy. But it was cool to experience that. And again, you're not gonna get that from a bag of oranges from Walmart, bro. No. You're not gonna get this. Not just the history of your own family, not just the history of your own people, not like the fact that our ancestors used that fruit.
You mean like an ancestral plant?
Yo, like, you know, yeah. Like y luego I'm using it here. I'm sharing it with my mom. I'm getting the effects that maybe somebody got like 500, 1,000 years ago. It's cool, man. Narcotic effects, by the way. I might not pass a piss test, but I'm gonna be like, hey, it was a zapote, you know. Like, they're gonna be like, hey, yo, nah, not even, bro, not even. But you know, anyway. So check this out. Some other stuff that I brought in. This is called a passion fruit.
Passion fruit, yes.
So passion fruits are like a tropical vine.
For all you people that get your passion fruit teas, allá en el pinche Starbucks, this is where it comes from. This is passion fruit right here. This is that pink drink you guys like to drink out there.
Yeah, man. It
comes from this.
Fresh, bro. Fresh, off the vine.
Recently.
I mean, I don't even know how I would eat this. I mean, I would just, you know, but I don't.
That's dope, dude. That's cool, man.
Una guayabita.
Oh, guayaba.
Right off the tree this morning.
Big fan of guayabas, bro. The guayaba roll.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I made some. Hey, when it was raining
guayabas, I made some fruit leather. You know, eran serpentinas, bro. Like fresh, homemade serpentinas.
Yo.
Those look, yes, I saw those on your page. Estaban, eran unos como rolls así, ¿verdad?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you saw that.
Those are bomb, dude.
A ver, ¿qué más traje? Check this out. I know. Let's see, does this thing have like a smell-o-vision taste?
Oh, I wish I had it. You smell it.
Maybe it's the technology. This will trip you out. And again, my thing is, you go and you grow things that you wouldn't get at the store, right? This is an orange.
This is an orange.
It's a sour orange. You smell the sour? But it's kind of like this weird, funky, sweet, sour.
This is an orange.
And this is a sweet lime.
So this lime that's supposed to be sour, it has no sour on it. And it has like this weird no sour smell to it.
La lima, ¿verdad? Que dice lima.
It's huele a lima, bro. It's a lime. It smells like a lime, but it doesn't have any sour on it. These two plants, these two fruit are growing on the same tree.
What?
So I'm grafting a tree. I'm trying to make this
Bro,
cocktail
it
tree.
comes from the same tree.
I'm grafting onto
Oh, okay.
this sour orange, and right now I got striped lemons, striped oranges, kumquats, which are like little tiny oranges, growing
The
from
little
the same
tiny
tree.
little bolitas de orange, ¿verdad? Yeah.
Simon, bro.
Yeah.
So these two different fruits, because I have such a small backyard, what I recommend to people, if you can have a multi-grafted tree in a small area, that's where it's at, man. Yeah. So you get the ability to grow a variety where instead of having like a whole orchard, now you have one tree that has multiple fruits on it. And you could do that with citrus and stone fruit like apples and
like
peaches
a
and
fusion
stuff like that.
of two, como esa like the grapefruit, ¿verdad? Que está como combined. There's that one que es como orange grapefruit, ¿verdad?
Es aquí.
Esa mera, damn. Look at you, bro. You got.
¿Qué quieres, bro? Hey, de una vez saco todo. Bay laurel. ¿Sabes in crazy? Una bolsita de hoja de laurel. Pa'l caldito, para lo que sea.
Oh, sí, hojas de laurel.
Un paquetito de hojas, little packet of bay laurel leaves, $3.
Wow.
$3, yeah? Más o menos. A little packet. I got a tree of that, bro. And I got thousands and thousands of leaves. And I'm like, hey, never buy that again. Like, come to the house. For real. Like, anybody. Hey, come to the house. Like, get some leaves, bro. Smell this right here, bro. This is lemongrass.
Lemongrass. Oh, I've heard about lemongrass, but I don't know.
Del tecito, brisk lemonade. Brisk iced tea.
This is where.
Yeah.
This is lemongrass. Check this out. So this is brisk. This is how they make brisk tea.
That's brisk iced tea. Got some toronjas right there.
Man, this smells good.
Yeah, bro. This is dope, dude.
Deja tú the fruit. Check that guy.
Oh, this is some
natural loofah. That's Nana's loofah right there, bro. That's how Nana wash her dishes,
natural.
Bro.
Don't fucking think something else.
Hey, this is something else. Like, check it out. Hey, this is a loofah right here. This is a natural.
What's your sign out? What's your
Oh, yeah. Se la daban, take a shower. Con esto se la daban. Here you go. Right there.
Yeah, man.
Make sure you wash it good, though.
Y luego,
So, you know what, bro? It makes me want to think, like, it takes me back to, like, the Roman
Days, that. This is what they use.
How it looks like.
What? Oh, shit.
It's gonna drop like 1,000 leaves.
This is freaking dope.
That's how it looks like. Dried right off the vine.
And real quick,
I've discussed this before, and I still do believe that Cleopatra was the inventor of the first vibrator. From what I mean, this is the story I've heard.
No, not vibrator, but dildo.
Dildo, yeah.
Simon.
And this is the story that they told me at barber school, and I was
pinche barber school telling me about this. Que según agarrar un pinche something squash like that, or like a squash or something, que lo hacía empty, le sacaba todo adentro, filled it up with bees and stuff like that, and
cover it back up with the beeswax, and the bees will create that vibration sensation.
So wait, I consider myself a geek of all things, bro. Así, an acronym, Washa. Ahí te va. Copyright this. GOAT. I'm a GOAT, bro. Not the GOAT. I'm no Kobe Bryant or nothing, but I'm a GOAT in the sense that I'm a geek of all things. Hey, wait, can I tell you that for whatever reason, I was listening to a video about the history of dildos, bro, and it goes way beyond Cleopatra, bro. It's crazy. Look it up on the internet. I'm not gonna look it up.
You guys do your research, but
do your own research.
This is a granada, huh?
Yeah, man. Aquí, so I'm cutting this one up right here.
So at the store,
You're gonna be able to get the Wonderfuls. Like, have you ever seen the Wonderful granadas?
The Wonderful brand?
They're,
Yeah.
they're bright orange or a bright red, rather, like a deep red, más bien, right? So in pomegranates, granadas themselves, there's something like 600 or 700 different varieties. The only ones that you're gonna get at the store is the Wonderful, or maybe sometimes a Parfianca if it's like a cool store, like a Sprouts will have some Parfiancas, but you have to know what they look like, right? Much estas de aquí, bro.
Y mi abuelita tenía un tree de estos, bro, de granadas.
These are naturally pink. This one's called a pink angel. Es el nombre de la variedad. And I'm gonna, ya que estamos mostrando, bro, I'm gonna have you crunch through some of these.
Y me acuerdo, bro, que cuando my grandma had a tree de granadas.
y las semillas, they were hard. Do I eat the seeds or do I not eat the seeds? Exactly. It's not completely sweet, but I want you to feel the seeds compared to like the one that you remember.
Bro.
I'll just say this variety.
There's no seeds.
I'll just say this variety is still there. You can't get it store.
Bro, this is as organic as it gets, people.
Yeah, bro.
This is straight from Eric's tree right here, and
Off the tree this morning.
off the tree this morning, and man, the taste of this is freaking sweet. It's like eating a fucking one of those sweet and sour gummies that at first they're nice, or yeah. This is like, it tastes like a sweet and sour gummy, bro.
Yeah.
This is bomb.
You're a monster, bro.
Es que así me las daba mi abuelita, bro. Mira, cuando me decía, amigo, córtame unos, and she used to be like this. Hey, straight up, I used to be like this.
I mean, it's cool, man. I enjoy it, man.
Like that, bro. Sí me las comía. De chamaco.
Yeah.
Just like that, and bomb.
Let's go, man.
Pero,
Bro, this is delicious, bro.
heck yeah, man. Thank you.
Damn.
Y qué huele. All this stuff, man. All this stuff. I mean, apart from the loofah and this guy right here, this guy's been on the tree for a year, by the way.
Wow.
The citrus will stay for about a year. Everything else is kind of seasonal. But constantly just having like some stuff to just go out. You have to go out too. Mm-hmm. It gives you a reason to go out into the yard, get some sunshine, get some fresh air. You have to be in the heat, so that's probably doing something good for you too, you know.
I like coconut a lot.
El coco. Can you grow that here in Yuma or no? Or is that more of a?
It's tough. I think I'm gonna say there's 3 levels to gardening, right? There's beginner, there's intermediate, and there's expert. Por ejemplo, las guayabas, tomatoes. Those are gonna be your beginner level. So if you want to grow like a guayaba, put in the ground, it's gonna do great here in Yuma. People grow mangoes here. David has like a collection of mangoes at his house, right? Like amazing mangoes. But that's some intermediate stuff, right? Like it's going to take a little bit of babying when they're little and maybe a little bit more nutrition or whatever. And then you got expert level stuff that I'm sure you can grow. Like
a pineapple?
Pineapples are sort of intermediate, sort of expert almost, but you can still grow pineapples. My compadre, he's my gardening buddy too.
And that goes like upside down, like the...
No, upside down pineapple es otra cosa, bro.
¿Cómo crece? No me acuerdo.
It grows. It's in the agave family, so it looks like an agave plant. A pineapple is an agave, yeah. So it grows like an agave plant. But ¿dónde andamos? Yeah, man. It's just the variety, bro. The variety that you can grow, having stuff at the house. So beginner, intermediate, expert. Everybody's like, you know, aguacates. Everybody always asks me, hey, can I grow an avocado tree? Can I grow a coconut tree? And those are going to be your expert level, man. Those are going to be the stuff that, you know, even a guy like me, I would be super interested in what David. I love listening to David. I've sat down and talked to him maybe twice. just to listen to him and the level of,
That was
of
very,
information that he has.
informational
Dude,
episode.
And I can't even imagine that I scratched the surface on his knowledge, bro. But I'd be interested in his thoughts on those expert level plants, just because now you're getting into like the pH and the salinity of the water in the soil and all kinds of stuff like that. But like I said, if you build them the right home, the right environment, that right microclimate, like that's you can grow anything, man. Like it's you don't grow the plant, you give it a home, man. And that's how it is, man.
What's and we're getting towards the end already, bro.
Yeah, man.
But real quick, what's the most exotic plant or fruit or vegetable that you've grown so far? And
which was the next project that you got in mind? Like, what's that next plant you want to grow, that, or fruit, or vegetable, tree, or plant?
I'm gonna go with one of my unicorns that I was able to grow, and I had a collection of flowers. This is a blue butterfly pea, and it's you don't eat the seeds. You make a tea out of the flowers. And it's supposed to be really relaxing. It's supposed to kind of have like these medicinal calming properties. And I had collected all these flower petals, and my wife threw them away. Hijuela, like it was. I had it there, and now it's drying up a little bit, and I'm hoping it'll survive. But that's probably the most exotic. Like, think about it, like a flower, a purple flower that makes blue tea that has calming properties. I mean, ni se diga, my zapotes are probably up there.
Yeah,
they have like it's such a cool plant. But if I had to say like exotic, así algo acá más exótico, es my blue butterfly pea, man. That got away from me. It's my unicorn, bro. It's my Eleanor.
Blue butterfly.
Blue butterfly pea.
That even sounds like rare and exotic like plant, you know.
And it's because like the most tasty thing I've had, probably the zapote. If that's the question. But así exótico, I gotta say that's it.
Like,
man.
remember the movie Dennis the Menace?
Oh yeah, man.
¿Te acuerdas que el viejito, Mr. Wilson?
Oh yeah.
He was like getting like he was
He had this one plant, and it was like supposed to like bloom at the full moon, y que sabe qué, and like that was like a super rare and exotic plant. I mean, there's rare plants, exotic plants, fruits and vegetables that you can grow. I worked for a while back for Greenheart. It was a greenhouse too and everything. We grew I mean, pretty much everything. And era un vivero, for people that don't know what there is, a vivero greenhouse that pretty much grew all the little plants that go out to the fields. And we also had a celery, bro. Y ese pinche celery, bro, como crecía rápido, bro. We had to be trimming it down on the con a lawnmower. We used to have like this lawnmower that we used to throw across from each other with this tubo. And we just fucking swing it back and forth así, entre dos. Porque esa madre crecía de volada, el cilantro, I mean, apio. Celery, yeah. But, it's really cool, bro, learning about plants and how everything grows, and it's even like a form of like relaxing zen, like you mentioned earlier. It's like your zen. You're like, it's a peaceful place where you can be, and they even pick up on your energy. You know, like the plants. Like, it's dope, dude. Like,
and it's kind of crazy because I don't consider myself like an expert. You started this, hey, plant expert. I'm what I call a horticultural enthusiast, man. Horticulture is the study of growing plants, gardening and stuff. And I'm just enthusiastic about it, man. And I think it's kind of crazy how it's thought, like, you think of gardening and you think of nanas and stuff. Yo, it's truly self-sustaining and feeding your family, bro. That's the for any of the guys out here thinking that it's not like for them. Yo, it's the manliest thing that I could think you could do, man. Neta, like being out, like I'm not, like saying that it's like a manly thing and only men can do it, or that I'm shaming you because you can't garden. Nah, bro. But truly, like, if you think of what a man's role traditionally is, providing for your family, man, and getting your kids out and teaching your kids, yo, it's the manliest thing I could think.
Like, remember the movie, the Mortal Kombat, the first one? I mean, not the first one, but the newest one, like it's Scorpion. Not the newest, but like the Like the newest one, like the first one, the newest one. Scorpion's out there in his garden, bro, like with the con su like little con su pico.
Yeah.
And he's right there cutting shit up and mixing the soil and everything, planting shit. And I mean, the Japanese like culture is like really like they focus a lot on sus plantas, right? It's like really like relaxing Zen for them. It's like a form of like meditation, right?
You know the form of meditation, man.
I think one of the most detrimental things in our society is like the automatic dopamine hits that we're getting from the internet right now, right? Yo, the delayed gratification of seeing this pomegranate from when it was a flower to 3 months later to be able to share it with somebody and to be able to enjoy that delayed gratification. I think that's how our brains are supposed to be, man. You know, and it's just you want to talk about some Zen, bro. Like just being out and enjoying truly reaping what you sow, enjoying
flowers,
the
bro.
100%.
Even smelling the flowers, ain't
Everything.
Ain't nothing
What's wrong with that? I mean, you go out there, you smell your flowers, and
Maybe I didn't see Mortal Kombat, but you seen Ferdinand the bull? It's a cartoon. I see. My suegra called me Ferdinand one time because I'm out there, you know, I got a muscle shirt on and smelling rose and shit. Hey, it's a good time, man.
Relaxing,
It's
bro.
a good time,
Yeah.
bro. 100%.
Hey, man. That was
this was a very dope episode, bro. And we've been back. We went back, bro, to to how we met, to your background. It was dope, bro. Everything, the whole episode was really dope. Learning a lot from plants, and it was very educational, bro. To be honest,
and informative, and I feel like we all learned a lot. And this is very important, guys. Build your own garden,
grow your own fruits, vegetables, and share, man. Yeah, share with your community. If you have an abundance of it, just fucking share it out to your neighbors, to your family, whatever, and eat well, eat good.
Yeah.
Eat good, Thank you, bro.
Fucking A, man.
Gracias, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. And thank you for tapping in, bro, all the time, man.
100%. I'm gonna keep doing it. Hey, y'all tap in, man. It's a kickback, man. Like I love just listening to these guys just go back and forth on the stuff that truly matters here in the community, man. Like I started this, man, blowing all kinds of smoke up your ass, bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
There might be higher, financed and better quality. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like this is our community, our kickback.
Thank you.
And I'm not, I'm hyping you up, bro. Like this is
thank you, man.
So cool, and it's only gonna get better, man. And I appreciate the invite, man.
It's bro, to be honest.
And it's homies like you, bro, and it's homies like you and everybody that's out there supporting us and supporting not just us, but all the movements that people have going on here in Yuma. Whatever movement people have going on here in Yuma, support it. Support local businesses, your local, artists, whatever you got out there. So always support local. And it's dope, bro. Thank you, man. And you're supporting our podcast.
Like, you always watching us and dropping comments and everything, bro. It's dope. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Hey, anytime, man.
Thank you, bro.
Every time.
All right, guys. We have reached the top of the hour with 22 minutes. That was dope. Hell yeah, bro. Thank you. Thank you for all the gifts, right? Thank you, bro. Thank you. And all right, guys. Make sure you stay away from fucking Taco Bell. All right? Stay away from Taco Bell because you're gonna have some swampy ass, and you guys got to go take a shower. Okay, you guys gonna have to take a shower. Se la lavan, take a shower. Brown power. Se la lavan con esto. Así. All right. Peace out, guys. You guys have a good night.